Hello! So it's kind of freezing out, but we're gonna try and check out Rawlins today. There are no bike shops within 100 miles of here, but last weekend I was in Colorado, managed to get a new helmet, some new tires, and got the bike shifting a bit better, so assuming my fingers don't freeze, we're in good shape. So we're about a mile east of the first Rawlins exit from the highway, but from here you can see the Rawlins golf course. It's on a list of the top, I don't know, maybe 10 most difficult courses in the world, but when you consider that one of their hazards is rattlesnakes, I'm not sure that that's actually something to brag about. Also, we are in the red desert, so this is a horrendous use of water resources. As usual, I'd like to apologize for the wind noise that'll be through this whole thing. There's a radio ad going on right now, just all the time, that reminds us that the average winter wind speed around here is 35 miles an hour, which means that for a lot of the time the wind is a lot higher than that because we live in a tornado nightmare snow globe. Hooray. I've mentioned to a bunch of you that the water around here kills trees. It also does whatever this is. I don't know. Yuck. The first thing when you come into town is the Walmart. This Walmart is less than 2 years old. So before that, if you needed anything, I guess you just fashioned it out of sagebrush. Not actually this one, but there is a Chinese place in town that is closed because they got caught with roadkill deer in the freezer. This is the movie theater. It has 3 screens. I have seen 3 movies here, and only one of them did the screen have a hole in it the whole time. Yeah, obviously the whole time. There was just a hole. It was stupid. Over here, there's a restaurant called Cactus Jack's, and it's not part of the chain, so I don't know why they haven't been sued out of existence. This is the rec center. It operates exclusively in the red, but because so much of the year you just can't be outside here, the county keeps it open. I like to come and work out with all my BFFs. Is the old high school, home of the outlaws. It is going to be demolished. They have replaced it with a smaller school because that's how things are going around here. I don't know if you can see, there's a deer somewhere in there. I can't even, it's in the shadow. Okay, deer, hooray. This is the old prison. Its construction was almost as much of a mess as the new prison. Yeah, it just was a hot mess for prisoners from 1900 when they moved in until the last one was moved out. And then a couple decades ago, it was used to film a horror movie, I think with Viggo Mortensen, someone like that. And they just left fake blood splatter everywhere, just the entire inside pretty much is covered in it. And once the film crew was done, then it became a historic site. Convenient. This is my museum. It's great. If only we could move it to Boston. Leave town, or if you try to leave town going west without getting on the highway, it loops you around back into town like some kind of Twilight Zone nightmare thing. The west end of town is for some reason chock full of abandoned hotels. Is the Hughes Ferguson building where the museum is eventually going to move into. It's over 100 years old, and the last 2 decades there was a fire and then a flood, so when we went in to start cleaning it out, it was the grossest thing in the world. I pulled out, you know, dozens and dozens and dozens of just bird skeletons. It is in the middle of the, I don't know, 2 blocks, I guess, of a walkable downtown. So the railroad tracks divide the town in half. On the west side of town there's a bridge that goes over, and then here on the east side there's this underpass that for some reason in the you know, 120-year-old newspapers I'm reading, they call us Subway, and I don't know why. Big frame used to be a sign for Shopco until some point in the spring the wind was just too strong for it and they never put it back. Alright, I hope you guys liked seeing Rawlins. If you are, for some reason, motivated to ever visit, only do so if you're feeling really healthy, because 2 or 3 of the 4 or 5 doctors in town within the last month just called it quits effective immediately. So there's not a lot of doctoring going on right now. That's about it. Bye.